Okay, so I done started a book on sex. It's gonna be my very first book I'm dropping dealing with sex. I'm excited about it. Probably be done in a month or so. With that being said, there's rules and laws that govern sex. See, human beings had a right to do what they want. They had a right to sleep with who they want. You have free will. We're not telling you that you shouldn't do this, that you shouldn't do that. We're not telling you none of these things. But what we're saying is that there were rules and laws set up to stop human beings from doing too much. We created these rules and laws before we made the earth. Before we came to the physical plane, we looked into the future and said that this sex thing was going to be a good thing. We said that this sex thing was going to probably end up being the number one thing. So we had to create rules. We had to put certain things in place that's going to limit the human being when the human being start going too far. I know some of you don't want to hear this shit because some people have been compromised, and the people who've been compromised, they want to let everybody else know, baby, you can do what you want, baby, you can handle it, baby, you can listen. We set this shit up to where they had to have safeguards to limit it. We created the STDs. I know some of you not going to agree with that shit. Mother Nature made most of these STDs. Mother Nature made most of these things to put man in place because man eventually got to get to the point where he's going to have to stop. Because if he don't stop, then we'll do some shit to where we're going to wipe ourselves out. So we needed a safeguard. There's penalties for breaking the rules and the laws of sex. Some penalties are death for having sex. I know some of you know about your friends who die from having sex. Some people go through mental anguish from indulging in sex too much. You thought you wanted to have a threesome, but see, you thought it was consent. You thought it was consent to go and have a one night stand. I'm not saying you can't have one night stands, but you thought it was consensual, but you didn't realize that he already was a rapist. And when you went in that room with him and he took it, I say, you'll be punished on earth for breaking the laws and the rules. Now some people are going to break the laws and the rules to get away with the shit. Everybody don't get punished, but you'll be punished on earth. That's why some people go to jail for breaking the laws. That's why some people end up with sicknesses for breaking the laws. That's why some people end up taking themselves out for breaking the laws because sex is like an entity. There's an entity that controls sex. There's a God that controls sex, and he's daring you to come play with him. For those who follow the lines, for those who follow the God lines, he'll leave you alone. But for those of you that think that you can do what you want, you want to have the orgies. You want to go to the sex parties. Babe, I come to tell you. See, sex has lower levels and sex has higher levels. Nobody don't want to deal with it. You're going to be punished on earth. Because what you do on earth sexually won't carry on to the next life. I say.